Hi, my name is Robin, and I'm the Equipment Sales Manager here at Gregg Distributors. I'm also one of the many employee investors here. Because I'm an investor, I know just how much a frozen pipe can cost, especially if it leaks or even worse, bursts. That's why on this episode of Gear Up with Gregg's, we're going to discuss freeze protection and how heating cables can save your pipes and your wallet. Here in Canada, we're no strangers to cold, especially when the normal winter temperatures can range between -5 and -20 degrees Celsius, and that's just in the day. This means that pipes and fittings routed through unheated areas in a building, such as basements, crawl spaces, or garages, are at risk of freezing. One way to prevent frozen pipes is to install electric freeze protection cables, like these. Freeze protection cables, also called heat cables or heat tape, raise the ambient temperature of the pipe and prevents water inside from freezing. The design of these cables allows them to turn on and off automatically, keeping things warm, which ensures that water will be flowing through your pipes in temperatures as low as -40 degrees Celsius. The key to its efficiency lies in the thermostat. This thermostat saves energy by powering the cable on only when it's needed. By placing the thermostat on the coldest end of the pipe and ensuring that the thermostat is making direct contact with the pipe itself, these cables will only turn on when the temperature dips below 3 degrees Celsius. Installation of the heating cable is easy, especially because these cables come in pre-assembled lengths from 3 feet to 80 feet and are ready to attach to plastic or metal pipes up to 1.5 inches in diameter. Start by measuring the outer diameter of the pipe. Now, if it's more than 1.5 inches in diameter, you will need to find an alternate way to keep the pipes from freezing, such as extra insulation or continuous flow system. Next, you want to measure the length of your pipe. This will determine how much cable you need. You won't need to account for extra cable length because this cable will lay flat on the pipe. Now, the reason you don't spiral or overlap it is that it could cause overheating and create a potential fire hazard in your home. That's because the thermostat is your cable's on and off switch. So, if your cable is overlapping itself and it gets cold, the cable starts heating itself and not the pipe. This means that the point where the cable is touching will get hotter and hotter, eventually leading to the melted cable, arcing, and possibly a fire. So, with that in mind, the length of the pipe will be the length of the cable you need. Simple as that. Also, a tip to keep in mind. For better heat distribution on plastic pipes, it's recommended that you wrap the pipes in aluminum foil or aluminum tape before installing the cable. Now for the installation. Whether you lay the cable on the top or the bottom of the pipe, that's up to you. However, heat does rise, so a lot of folks will tend to put the cable on the bottom of the pipe. Remember to use the coldest end of your pipe for the thermostat and to make sure that you've got a good direct contact. Now, secure the thermostat and then the cable to the pipe with the application tape or high-quality electrical tape at 6-inch intervals. This will ensure that your cable does not shift or move when you add insulation. Another fire risk you want to be wary of is any materials near the pipe that may come into continuous or prolonged contact with the heat cable. You want to be sure that these materials aren't flammable, or you'll have yet another hazard on your hands. Adding insulation is as easy as wrapping the entire pipe and cable, including the thermostat, with fiberglass or other non-flammable insulation. If you're using a foam tube-style insulation, you'll want to make sure that the sizing is one step up from where you would normally be to allow for extra room taken up by the cable. So for a 1-inch pipe, you'll want to go with a 1 1/4 inch insulation. Plug the cable into a 120 volt GFCI protected outlet, and the indicator light in the plug will glow to confirm that the cable has power. What's a GFCI outlet? Well, GFCI stands for Ground Fault Circuit Interrupter, and it's designed to protect users against electrical shock from an electrical system. A GFCI outlet will shut itself off after detecting a problem. And it should look familiar to you, since you'll most commonly find these outlets in washrooms, kitchens, garages, and laundry areas. Once you've installed your heat cable, you want to regularly inspect it for signs of damage or wear and tear. If the cable or plug seems damaged, replace it. A properly functioning heat cable will keep your pipes warm and your water running smoothly. Now, if you have any questions about this or any other product we carry, please don't hesitate to give us a call. Or you can visit our website at greggdistributors.ca. Myself or any of our other amazing staff would be happy to help you out. Again, I'm Robin, and thank you for watching another episode of Gear Up with Greggs. Have a great Canadian day.